For the past few days, gaming journalists, ponies, and jabronis have been trying to convince the Xbox community that Xbox is dead and Xbox is going third party. In other words, every Microsoft game is going to either Sony or Nintendo. And although the majority of Xbox fans have already conceded, I am convinced that this is
a lie again. Lie. Liar, them is the biggest liar.
Yes, it is impossible. When I say it's impossible, I mean that the narrative that Xbox entire slate, their first party games like Gears of War, Halo, Forza, what have you, is going to other platforms. You guys have to be crazy and out of your minds. Recently, we finally got a statement from Phil Spencer himself, and this is what it says. We are listening and we hear you. We have been planning a business update event for next week, where we'll look forward to sharing more details with you about our vision for the future of Xbox. Stay tuned. So yes, Phil Spencer has confirmed that they would address all the rumors that have been, persons have been talking about. They would also put all of this to rest, put all of it to bed. So next week, there are two outcomes that could come out of what Phil Spencer and his team says. Either they would have the Xbox community saying this.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Or he'll have us doing this. I know a lot of journalists and a lot of people who have been peddling these rumors would be shocked next week, but let's wait and see. Today, however, we'll be talking about what the community is saying about Xbox. We'll also be looking at some possibilities of if the rumors are true. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get it!
This is a sickness!
Let's get it! Before we start the video, let's take a look at Now You Know gaming history. And today we are going to talk about NBA Jam. You see, NBA Jam was such a cool game back in the day. Playing in the arcade, playing with your friends, especially the part when they said, he's on fire, and the ball becomes, goes on fire and you score your goal and so forth. That game was so much fun. There are some, very quick facts about NBA Jam. For one, NBA Jam, when it came to Shaquille O'Neal, he took a gaming cabinet wherever he went. Yes, whether it be to his hotel room, whether it be to between states, anywhere Shaquille O'Neal went, he took, the NBA Jam cabinet. Also, did you know that NBA Jam earned Midway over $1 billion? Yes, persons were playing this game so much at the arcades that it was making Midway mad money. NBA Jam. Let me know your memories of playing this game. Let me know if you loved it. If it is, you used to make your friends cry when you beat them. Let me know in the comment sections below. Now, this segment was brought to you by the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button for more videos like this, for more reviews and also gaming news. So let's get back to the video. Before we look at all the possibilities that could happen next week, let's take a look and see how the community reacted by hearing the rumors that Microsoft is going full third party. Every game they have are going to PlayStation or Nintendo. Listen up here.
The other thing I corroborate is that a rumor that there will be something at the end of February where they're going to explain this change. That is something that they definitely were talking about. Do they move that up? They probably should, because the fallout online from this really has been a lot of people being like, I am now afraid to buy games digitally on my Xbox, or just to invest any more money in Xbox, because people are seeing that future and they're like, I don't know if I trust this anymore, because I was buying this under the assumption that there would be hardware to support all this, and that would be the central hub, and I can come back to that, and that offers this sense of security as someone who's buying something that you're invested in the hardware platform. Well, I'll invest as well, and then I'll buy some games on there. Once you take away that like keystone, a lot of people's faith in it begin to get shaken pretty fast.
So Jeff from Giant Bomb here is commenting about all the rumors, and he basically saying here that person's faith has already begun to be shaken, as it were, because of all the rumors. And for the most part, he's right. I would say that the faith was shaken a little prematurely because nothing is confirmed. However, persons are seeing the rumors, and where they're saying where there's smoke, there's fire, and so forth. But one have to remember that this is the gaming industry, and negative news, bad news sell. We know that after reporting that these games are all coming to PlayStation, how many views and clicks these journalists got. So they are incentivized not to do any sorts of research. However, they are incentivized to continue pumping out this news, this narrative, so that they can get the clicks. So that is the game. So let's see who else were commented on this whole Xbox going third party. Listen on.
I personally feel like something has changed in the last 60 to 90 days. And I'll give this scoop. I was going to have Mike Ybarra on XCast early this year. It had been talked about. They'd been talking to me since November about how it was around BlizzCon time, about him coming on. And even as late as the Game Awards, in person, Blizzard PR tracked me down at the Game Awards and re-emphasized how much they wanted me to sit down and talk to Mike Ybarra, talk about Blizzard, what the future was going to be, how they're going to integrate with Xbox, all this stuff, all this wonderful stuff. Freaking great. Let's do it. I can't wait to do it, right? And then obviously he leaves. And, new president comes in. That's great. Fine. But I even was telling Danny, I go, something changed. It just abruptly leaving. I get the layoffs. I get understanding the redundancies and all that stuff. But I just feel like something within Xbox has changed post Activision acquisition. What it is, we'll probably never know specifically, but seeing that he left the way that he did when prior to that, he seemed to be all in with it. And I talked to other people at the Game Awards that were at Blizzard and just how excited they were to be at Xbox and all that stuff, and talking about coming up the Blizzard to the studio, all these things. And then all of a sudden this happens, and then obviously these rumors are happening now. I just think more than ever, the leadership just has to address it and help us understand. Because my thing.
Yes, the who's who of the Xbox community are all worried about the current state of Xbox, about all the rumors, and Paris and all is saying that somebody needs to say something about if these rumors are true. When we know that this would be dealt with come next week, so we still have a few more days to understand what the Phil Spencer and the Xbox community would have to look forward to when it comes to Xbox going forward. But it wasn't only Paris or Jeff Grubb. We even had Ryan McCaffrey said this after hearing all the rumors. People left Xbox in droves last generation because Microsoft couldn't consistently get either a quantity or quality of exclusive games into their platform. Their strategy now that they are finally getting those exclusives is to stop making exclusives. So that's some logical reasoning there. So yes, the who's who of the gaming industry when it comes to Xbox, they are all concerned. Well, let's look at the 3 possibilities that could occur on Monday. And let's all ask the question,
what if?
So the first scenario is this. Phil Spencer walks out on the stage, walks out in the interview, and says this: most of the rumors were false. All our AAA games are not going to go third party. However, we have seen the need to put AA games like Hi-Fi Rush, Sea of Thieves, Pentiment on other platforms. By doing this, we can make those platforms more notable and also, bring in more revenue for the gaming division. So that is one possibility of what could happen on Monday. Phil Spencer could go about coming on to the platform and saying that I personally don't see the need for it. But that is one possibility that really could happen, guys. Now let's look at possibility number 2. Phil Spencer walks onto the stage, walks up to the interviewer and says this: all our games going forward, we are talking about Gears, Forza, Halo, Fable, all our new games would be going to other platforms. The Xbox platforms would be getting it first on Game Pass, and 6 months to a year after, the other platforms would be getting it. We are talking about everything. We have seen the need to do this because of the rise in the production of games. We have seen the need to do this because when we all play, we all win. So other platforms would be getting our games going forward. Now let me tell you this. That scenario is the worst scenario. If Phil Spencer and the team does that scenario, they are mad. They are absolutely crazy. That would devalue their brand. That will devalue their customer base, what they would have worked hard for generations. That would be basically a slap in the face to most gamers. Some gamers would not care about it because they are still getting the game on their platform, but most of them would be, disheartened that, after investing all their money and all their time and their entire library into the Xbox ecosystem, that, eventually other platform does it. Now that scenario number 2, is something that we don't want. Most gamers could live with scenario number 1, AA titles coming to their platforms, but scenario number 2 is definitely the worst. Let's look at scenario number 3, the last scenario. Phil Spencer walks up to the platform and basically tells Sony fans and Nintendo fans that you
get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Yes, but on a real, Phil Spencer walks up and says that most of the rumors were incorrect. Our plan going forward will be exactly what we said in numerous interviews, that there would be some smaller titles going to other platforms while our AAA games will stay exclusive to anyone who has Game Pass and Xbox platform owners. So yes, the last scenario again would be the best scenario in this whole thing. However, what I will point out though is that I find it very strange that Microsoft did not come in and say something about all these rumors, because this is looking bad for the platform. A lot of negative news, the PR behind this entire rumor scene is getting out of hand, and it's looking like one of the worst PR disaster for the Microsoft or for the Xbox platform. One thing I would do in addition to that is leave you guys with another rumor that is spreading that no one is talking about, whether this comes true or not. But listen to this rumor. Don't forget, guys, to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.
On Netflix, and I scroll and I scroll and I scroll until I find something that I want, right? That's not necessarily a great thing, right? So that's why like day and date stuff it's not attractive to like a lot of people. Colt, are you okay?
Yeah, I got a DM right before the show started. I wish I would have read. I'm not going to say who it's from, okay? Because I want to keep this. Next week will be better, laugh out loud. Don't believe everything you've read, exclamation point. When I talk about people that I trust, I'm talking about someone that we have 1,400 people here watching. Yeah. I'm going to read it again. Because Phil said we're going to talk about it next week. And I hear you. I hear you.
We hear you.
Next week will be better. Laugh out loud. Oh, I said, sleep well. What a crappy week. And he said, next week will be, he or she, you know, next week will be better. Laugh out loud. Don't believe everything you've read. Exclamation point.
Ooh. Sounds spicy.
Guys, what I gotta read some supers here. I want you to think about that. We're gonna talk about what that could mean, because we had talked about it on the show even when you guys were here.
Maybe only depends on who told you this, and I can tell you.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to text you who said it, and you keep it quiet.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, you texting me too?
I'll text you as well. I'm sorry. I'm looking down. You can see my wonderful thinning hair. Hey, I didn't do it. It's just genetics. Don't.
You know, they say like letting a cow lick you on the top of the head is good for the hair.
I got the text, and I won't say anything, but holy crap.
Yeah, so when we said in the show during different points that maybe only half of this is true, it's not as... What were the words? I got to look at it again because... I don't know. Where is it?